Good evening from the mini farm. Not really, it's only a few acres, 10 acres, but it's pretty cool. Today's title, how do you know it's the one? And I think I've done something similar to this in the past, but I've been working with some clients for over a month now, and it inspired me to make this video because we've seen some homes. We wrote an offer on a home. We were thinking about writing an offer on another home, but it went under contract. And there's undoubtedly some disappointment. But I've been doing this long enough, since 2001, and I've never had it not work out for my clients, if it's meant to be. Sometimes they move, sometimes their relationship status changes, sometimes their jobs change, and it's like, oh, thank goodness we didn't buy or whatever. So how do you know it's the one? Well, I would say through preparation and proper information, right? You get prepared by having the proper information. And like I tell people, I say, I protect you by informing you. And because if you have the proper information, you're going to know what's right for you, right? And you're going to know when you find that house that's worth fighting for. So in this case, my clients, we put in an offer last week, and it was a cool house and everything, but I did bring up there's pros and cons. I brought up a couple cons about the house, and they had countered us, and we agreed to it, signed it, sent it back, changed the price, sent it back. Now, they hadn't initialed it themselves, so they hadn't signed off on it. So they could say, technically, we didn't sign off on it and we didn't have it back from you. And then they had more showings and they decided to go with another offer. And technically, we agreed to their terms in writing. But whatever. I said, guys, it's not worth litigating over. It's not worth fighting over. It's not worth having bad blood over. I said, let's just trust God and trust that God has something else for you. And so they're like, yeah, we kind of have the same opinion. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and we'll just wait. And so today I was doing my regular updating on checking the new listings and stuff, and I saw a house, and I sent it to them like, oh my gosh, look at this. And they're like, oh my gosh, we both love it. When are you going? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going right away. No, okay, yeah. I can be classy and sophisticated and professional, but I'm really a big kid at heart, and I'm very playful, even though I'm pretty gnarly if I need to be. But we were just having some fun. But this is the one. This is the one. And how do we know? Because we know. We've seen the other homes. We know the market. We've evaluated. We've weighed pros and cons, and we know this is the one we're going to fight for. So once you're properly prepared and you really know what you want and you're sure of it, you're not going to waver when it's critical that you don't. Right? And you don't lose something that you shouldn't lose because you were uncertain, because you hadn't done the proper preparation. So with me, I will be honest with you. I will I'll be like, yeah, take it or leave it. But when it gets down to, and I say, oh my gosh, guys, I really think this is it. You really take me seriously. Then listen, because otherwise I don't try to do anything. I don't try to sell anything. I don't bombard you with listings and try to sell you every little home in your price range. I don't. I'll just be like, yeah, I saw that, this location, I drove by, maybe the condition, maybe that doesn't fulfill the criteria that you've told me you wanted. And we wait. But when I get a little pushy, then you can listen. Okay. So, anyway, have a great day. If you work with me, you'll make sure your house is listed for the right price. You're prepared on how to move forward. Already be aware of what your objections and obstacles are going to be. I will point them out to you, as much as you probably don't like to hear it. But then we already have a strategy to deal with those issues when they come up. Same thing with buyers. Before we move ahead, I always say, hey, this isn't perfect, but man, you can deal with that. Or this is something we're going to have to work through. And I'll tell you so that you don't get hit at a rock wall and go, oh my gosh, and get kind of thrown off your feet and have to get stunned. We're going to avoid that. We're going to deal with it up front. And then when the time comes, we're going to already be prepared to deal with these situations, and we're going to move ahead accordingly without stress, without panic, because we already know what we're doing. Okay, so you have a great day, and hope to hear from you soon. Bye.